Oh, come on, look at this. Chicken and rice, better than on the street. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're doing a real classic. This is a Thai classic and we're showing you how to make Khao Man Gai chicken and rice, or Hainanese chicken, just how it's made properly in Thailand. Right, well this starts with boiling some water. So we want 2.5 litres in this pan. So we're just going to get that in. Now I'm using bottled water obviously because I live in Asia. And then we're going to get this on to boil. We're going to be boiling this up before we get anything else in this pan. Now this recipe is fully scalable, you know, we're just making for a couple of people. But you can scale it up, double it up, quadruple, anything like that. It's fairly straightforward. All ingredients will be in the description as per usual. You just scale it up. Okay, so this starts with taking some coriander root. We've got about 5 coriander root here. And we're just going to give it a smacking with the back of the knife. Smell that aroma of that coriander already. And we're just going to dump that in our pot. We've got a little bit of garlic here. So same with the garlic, we're just going to give this a little bit of a bashing. And all that is going in our pot. We've got some peppercorns. Again, we want to crack these peppercorns. I'm just going to flatten the knife over the top, nothing too hard. Just get your knife and just gently squidge those peppercorns so they open up slightly, and all those peppercorns are going in there. 3 little ingredients here. We've got soy sauce. In with the soy sauce, in with some sugar, and in with a little bit of salt. So we're just going to leave that to come up to the boil. Easy that, isn't it? Okay, it's coming up to the boil then, and what I've got in here, look, I've got chicken carcass actually. You know, we can get chicken carcass here, you can probably get chicken carcass where you are. Now you can use whole chicken for this if you want, or any part of any chicken. But if you use chicken breast, you'll find that the chicken breast will go tough. So we don't use chicken breast as much. So in our pot with our chicken carcass, straight in there. And then I've got some chicken legs. It's like the drumstick end and well, it's the whole chicken leg basically, apart from the foot. So it's the brown meat. That's what we prefer in this country, to put this in. Now like I say, you can use chicken breast, but that's up to you. So let's get this in there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're just going to submerge that chicken in there a little bit actually. Now we are going to boil this for about half an hour, but when it gets up to the boil, we're going to turn it down onto a simmer. Because if you don't, the chicken skins and that come away from the chicken meat. So nice and steady as a simmer for about half an hour. And then what we'll do, we'll actually use the soup to cook the rice. And that soup's going to have all that chicken oils in there with the flavour of the coriander, the pepper and everything. And it's going to go in our rice. I've actually taken out the chicken fat and the skin, as you can see there, and that's off the carcass and a little bit off the chicken actually. We're going to actually use that to fry that up for the rice. Now if you don't have chicken fats, chicken skin to actually melt down to get the chicken oil, use normal oil. So you're getting all these tips here how to make chicken and rice properly, as we do here in Thailand. Hainanese rice, or Khao Man Gai, that's what you know it as in Thailand. Chicken and rice made properly. Right, with the beauty about making these videos, I've put the soup outside to boil whilst we make the sauce. If not, can't move it along and it's going to be too hot in here. Right, we got some ginger. Bog standard ginger. I got a spoon. This is the best way to peel any ginger. Use one of these spoons, or this is an Asian spoon, but you can use any spoon, and you just peel off the ginger. Now we want 2 tablespoons of this. That's all. So we're just going to peel around a little bit. So roughly, so we get about 2 tablespoons. And we're going to chop it up very small, or smallish, because we want to use this in a blender. We're going to blend everything together now. So let's just push that to one side. We don't want that raggy end there, look. And that, if you look at that, it's going to be about 2 tablespoons when it's blended. So just run your knife through, cube it up, whatever you wish, and we're going to chuck it in the blender. Now, I'm using one of these blenders today. It is a Philips blender actually, and it has these multi-blade things in, you know, but you can use a food processor, anything like that. So let's leave those blades in there. And we're just going to add our ginger to that blender. Okay, and we got a little bit of garlic here. We're going to do the same with the garlic. We're just going to run the knife over it. We're not going to do anything fancy. The blender's going to take care of everything. And that is going to go in our blender as well. Okay, we've got some chili here. Now, it's not too hot. Again, just nice and gently through there and chuck it all in that blender. Let the blender do it all. Now, the thing is with the chili, these are not hot chilies really. And again, for something like this, you could tailor the chili to your tastes. If you don't want to use chili, don't use it, but it is in there, so if you can add just a little bit, you'll get a really nice original type flavor. Now, for those who like it spicy, we chop up some more chili and they can put it over the top. That's not a problem. So we've got garlic, ginger and chili in there at the moment. Okay, we've got a little bit of ingredients. We've got sugar there, lime juice. Now this is fermented yellow beans. You know, some people can't get it, but you know, I'll put a link in the description actually where you can buy it from, and it's up to you. It is an essential ingredient in this dip. We've got white vinegar, soy sauce, sweetened dark soy sauce. You know, when you eat this sauce, it has a dark colour to it, and this is what it is. And it is quite sweet as well. So all we're going to do is give that a little blending in there. So all that's left is give it a bit of a taste test. See what it tastes like. It's just a little bit sour actually. I think we're going to add just a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more sugar to that, and it'll be perfect. About half a tablespoon more in there. We're going to blend that in. That's our dip in our bowl. Right, so what you will find in the restaurants around Thailand, you will find cubed bits of ginger on the top of there. So we are just going to do the same. Okay, there's our ginger, and we're just going to put that in the middle of our sauce. Oh, look at that. And then we just want a little bit of chili, and that's going to give us that little bit of a red colour on there. Now we want this really fine as well. And put our chili on the top of there. How fine does that look? That looks restaurant quality. Okay, before we can actually get on and cook the rice, We're actually going to cut up, prepare a few little ingredients, and we want a couple of slices of ginger. We want about 5 or 6 slices of ginger, and we want straight through there 3, 4, 5, about 6 slices of ginger like that. Just put that to one side. Now we want a little bit of garlic, and we're going to give that a little bit of a mash in. Now this is Thai garlic. It doesn't matter what garlic you use, just give it a little bit of a smash in. Okay, so we've got some garlic, we've got some ginger, that's all going to go in our pan. Okay, I've got some rice here, look, I've got jasmine rice. Okay, now you can buy jasmine rice anywhere, you know. We're using jasmine rice, but normally you would use old jasmine rice. And I don't mean old as in cooked and left or anything like that. It's actually been cut and it's been stored for about a year and it's marked up as old rice. And you might see the name on there, homily rice, and that is old rice that they use for chicken and rice. Now I've got about 3 cups here. We're going to give it a wash in and rinsing out, and we're going to crack on with doing everything in this pan. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to get a flame on under this pan, and we're going in there with our chicken fat and skin. And then what we're going to do is we're going to render it down until we get the fats out of that chicken skin. And we're going to use that fat from that chicken skin. We're going to cook off the garlic and ginger in there, put the rice in, and then we'll carry on from there. Now, for all the people that have never done this process before, you will be amazed the amount of fat that is going to come out of such a minimal amount of chicken skin and chicken fat. There's going to be a stack of fat oil in this pan. Okay, I think we've got about enough oil there. Straight in that tub. Chuck that in there, our garlic and ginger, and fry it off. Little fry on there. In with our chicken oil. There's going to be a fantastic flavour in there. So we're not going to be browning this too much. We just want a slight tinge on there, that's all. We want no burnt flavours whatsoever going in our rice. And you know, the smell coming out of here, you know, that garlic with that chicken fat and that ginger, it smells amazing. It's everywhere. Awesome. Okay, so we've got our washed and rinsed, drained rice, and it's going in this pan. Still dripping a little bit, so be careful, it might spit. Let's get that in there. Turn it over and start to slightly fry it. Take on all those aromatics on that rice. Now, you know, out on the street, some vendors chuck monosodium and things like that, you know. We don't do that. We use a little bit of sugar. There's a secret tip for you. This smells fantastic already. Oh, love that smell. Right, the thing is with this, you know, a little tip to this. You don't cook it till they all go hard grains. You cook until you get that really nice smell come out of there. And that is enough. Like this is enough already. And we're going to add this to our rice cooker pot. In with the rice cooker pot. And I'm the wrong way around, but that's all going in there. Okay, there you can see we've got our rice in there. All we've got to do now is bring the soup in. Look in there, we've got an absolutely perfect clear soup. Now, you would have the soup with your chicken and rice. Well, let's just get this chicken out. Oh, look at this. Absolutely fabulous. Let's just put it on a plate. So on we go. Perfect. We need about 300 mils of our chicken soup, and we're just going to stick that in our glass jar here. Oh, and that is just wonderful clear soup. In our rice with our clear soup. In it goes, nice and steady, and I think we're going to need a little bit more in there. I don't think that's quite enough. Let's get that in there. So that's about right there, look. Just above the, just a little bit above the rice level. Don't forget we've cooked this rice a little bit and now we've added this. All we're going to do now is get this in the rice cooker. In the rice cooker, switch on, that's it. Now what you've got to do whilst the rice is cooking, you've got to open up the rice cooker and you've got to give it a stir. But we're turning it over in there because what we don't want it to do is burn on the bottom. And just put the lid down and let it carry on cooking. Okay, the rice is cooked through and now it's on warm. It's got to stand for about 20 minutes. It just brings it all together so nice inside the rice pan. So once it's cooked, let it stand for 20 minutes. So what we'll do, I'll just open this up so you can actually see inside how perfectly cooked this is. So let's just give you a look at that. Look how juicy that rice looks in there, and it smells absolutely amazing. That is the type of rice that you should be going for. So what we'll do to plate up, we'll actually put our rice in here. Now we don't want all these bits of ginger in here. A little bit of garlic, not a problem, but we're not going to be munching on all that ginger. So in there. Now this is how they actually do it out on the street, you know, or in the restaurants. You put the rice in and you flatten it in there, and then we're going to turn it out onto our plate. Just like that. That looks absolutely fabulous. Bob that to one side and we'll crack on with our chicken. So we're going to take our chicken and what we're going to do is come straight through there. And it's a natural split between both. It is very easy to find. And we'll flip that over and we've got to get that bone out of there. So you can see where the bone's running there, look. So just come in there with your knife, just slightly under that bone, slightly under at that side. So pop out your bone like that, nice and steady, and then we're going to flip the chicken back over. And what they do here, they just slice through it. Now they use a big cleaver normally. I don't think this is big enough to whack through there, but we will see. Good enough. Let's put that to one side a minute. And then for this, turn your chicken leg round. I'm going to do this the wrong way round so you can see. And run your knife down the bone. Like that. We want to be coming in there to take that bone out of there. So that it'll just pop out. Now, that's come out of there. But as you know, inside there is a needle bone. Now, try and get the needle bone out if you can. And there it is, look. Can you see that? So that is a needle bone. We want that out of there. There's absolutely no way that we want to be eating that, or that hard bit of chicken, that hard bit of bone at the bottom. Okay, so there's the needle bone. So again, we're just going to just over the top, nice and steady like that. Put that to one side and then we're going to serve it up. Oh, come on, look at this. Chicken and rice, better than on the street. We're making it at home. Damn sight cheaper. Look at that. Awesome. We got this fantastic dip. Let's get this in here. A little bit of chicken, bit of rice and a bit of dip. Look at that. That is absolutely superb. Come on. That is chicken and rice made. That is superb. That rice, he dropped some. That rice got that lovely flavour through there with that garlic and that ginger. The chicken is absolutely to die for. That is superb. Well, that is chicken and rice made. If you like what we're doing, don't forget, smash that like and subscribe, share with your friends, all that kind of stuff. Catch you in the next video.